YouTube wants our content. Listen, that is what I am hearing over and over and over again. YouTube wants our content. And so a lot of times people want to start a YouTube channel and they don't know what to talk about. Well, this video is about that because YouTube wants to hear your story. YouTube wants content about your story. Let me rephrase that. YouTube wants content about your day-to-day activities. YouTube wants content about what you're thinking about, what your perspective is, what interests you, what your hobbies are. YouTube wants content, 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 content. And listen, if now is the time really to get on board with this, and there are a lot of people out there capitalizing on the opportunity that YouTube is affording creators to be able to get their channels monetized, get their channel or channels monetized. So I am speaking to you as a person that is building out my channel. So as I said in my previous video, listen, I am going to chronicle every single part of my journey. But today I was thinking about YouTube just wants our content. And if this is your first time seeing my video in your YouTube feed, well, hello there. I'm Stephanie Strong, Stephanie Armstrong, and I am here to make impact and to make a difference in the world and to make some money, right? But I definitely want to help people. And that is really at the core and the heart of what I do as a coach and as a person that bridges communities together. Now, about this idea about YouTube wanting our content. All right, here's the thing. A lot of times we spend too much time trying to figure out what we're going to talk about. So even on this video right here, I am talking to you as if you're sitting in my living room. And that way I don't have to pretend. I don't have to have all my T's crossed and all my I's dotted. I don't have to have notes or bullets. And not saying that those things are not required, but they really aren't. Because if you were sitting in your living room talking to a friend, you would just be vibing, right? So that's what we're going to do on this call. We're just going to vibe around some of the things that we can talk about in our video. So today I am wanting to talk about, like, why is YouTube, like, I'm just curious, like, why YouTube wants content about everyday life. Well, one thing, you've got these big creators, these people who have millions and hundreds of thousands of followers, and they have been at it for a while. But I guess the word on the street, if you will, is that a lot of creators who have small followings are having a hard time breaking in. So they're trying to make it possible, accessible, and feasible for everyday people like you and me to be able to build out our YouTube channel. So I want to talk today about, like, what are some of the things you can talk about? All right, today I want to talk about content. Like, what kind of content can we possibly be sharing on our YouTube channels? Well, it all comes down to, first and foremost, knowing yourself, like knowing what your interests are, knowing what your hobbies, your skills, your expertise, what are things that you do that just come naturally to you? Think about that. Like, seriously, think about that. Sometimes I think we overthink too much about, wanting to be liked or wanting to be accepted or wanting people to follow us or wanting people to accept what we have to say. But the first thing that I want to say is that you've got to shelf all that. You have to shelf all of that and get to the core of who you are. You have to get to the core of who you are, because who you are is going to show up in what you say, what kind of content you put out. So you got to be clear about, like, who you are, and just kind of put away anything that is pretentious or, that doesn't feel organically you. So if it doesn't feel like it's naturally you, that's not the content they're looking for. They're looking for people who are willing to be transparent, willing to be vulnerable. They're looking for organic, content, and people that, content that's really important to the people who are delivering the content. So that's what I'm talking about. And I'm just so relaxed. I've never I've got another YouTube channel and I have never felt this relaxed in doing my videos before. I pretty much feel comfortable in front of a camera, but I have never felt this relaxed. This is some next level relaxation. But now, I was telling my daughter that now that this phase of my life, I am just wanting to be 100% authentic. I want to just show up as me. That's why I named my channel Stephanie R. Strong, because I just want to be me. I want to be free enough to share who I am and what I have come to this earth to do and to achieve with people, in the hopes that they will be inspired, encouraged, empowered, and reach their potential. That's it for me. I'm pretty simple. So I just kind of figure, like, let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation about what you can include in your YouTube videos. So as you may know, or maybe you don't know, I am a person, well, one, I'm an executive coach, and I'm also a publisher of a private monthly publication. The executive coach and personal development coach is at the core of my heart. And like I said before, I know that I'm here to make impact in the world and to help people reach their potential, help them to break through barriers that hold them back. Those are things that I just do naturally and skillfully, because I am a certified executive and personal development coach. So I do have those credentials behind my name, but that's not why I'm here. I'm here so that I can sow good in the earth, so that I can make a difference in the lives of everyday people, so that I can help bring out the best in people. You see how easily I'm saying that? You see how easily I'm saying that? I don't have to think about that. I don't have to think about it. If somebody has a goal and they are having blocks and trying to reach that goal, I can help them look at those blocks and see what's imaginary and see what's real, and help them come up with a plan so that they can get busy being the person that they desire to be and achieving the goals that they desire. So, with that being said, what are you passionate about? What are you passionate about? Write that down. Write it down. Like, what are you passionate about? Whatever you're passionate about, trust me, somebody out there in this worldwide web global universe needs to hear what you have to say. Trust and believe that. They need to hear what you have to say. So, what are you passionate about? What makes your eyes light up? What brings a smile on your face? Right? What is the thing that you do when you are fully immersed in it? You forget about time. You forget about time, right? So that's what the kind of content they want. They want you to talk about those things. They want you to talk about those things. Now, for me today is really just talking about how I'm using my voice in a very natural way and sharing what I am learning with you, and really just trying to connect with people who may be watching this video. That's all I want to do. It's just like, how can I have a conversation with you? How can we connect? How can we find common ground? And how can we support one another? So think about that, what you're passionate about, what makes your eyes light up, what brings a smile on your face, what is the thing that you do when you're fully immersed, you lose track of time. Write it down. Like, you can literally build content off of those things. And you could probably talk about that for days on end, because when something is truly passionate to you, and something that you just love, and it inspires you, and it just gives you all the good feels, you want to keep doing that. And that is why I am on this video today, because I want to keep doing what I love. I have purposed in my heart that I am going to do what I love. And what I love is spending time sharing information, sharing some nuggets, and offering up tools, and inspiring people, encouraging them, helping them troubleshoot the issue. I love doing all of that stuff, right? Like, what's your problem? Let's think together. Let's think together how we can help you break through that problem or solve that problem. So just be thinking about those things. The other thing that I want to highlight about, like, what can you make your YouTube video about? Now, there's a school of thought out here in YouTube land to find out what's trending. So you may want to do a search in the YouTube window about, you may put in YouTube viral, or a hashtag viral, or hashtag YouTube viral, or you find out what's really trending. And you may find that there's some videos that are trending that may align with the things that you're interested in saying or doing, or demonstrating, or teaching, or elevating. So that's something that you can focus on too, like what's trending. The other thing is like what brings you peace, like what settles you down when you feel like you're on pins and needles. You can talk about that. You can even start like I'm on pins and needles, and this is how I settle down. There is nothing off limits that you can talk about in your YouTube videos. And I'm telling you, I'm sharing this with you in real time because not only am I sharing this with you, I am also talking to myself as well. And this has given me a whole lot of peace and assurance that I'm on the right track. And I want you to feel like you're on the right track too. So don't start questioning yourself, and don't spend too much time trying to figure out what to say. I don't have a script. I'm just going for it, and I'm letting the chips fall where they may. And I am testing out this theory that YouTube wants our content, and they want to help YouTube creators that have small followings. And I am the perfect guinea pig for that. Yeah, I am the perfect person to help them do that. So I wanted to share that with you. Let me put my glasses on. Oh yeah, I can see much better now. And so the thing that I want you to, okay, so we talked about like what you're passionate about. We talked about all of those things that light you up. We talked about what's trending, like what's trending. And so that's important to also be thinking about. Another thing to think about, like how did your day go? Talk about that. How did your day go? How did your day go? So today it's been a very slow day, which is perfectly fine with me. I have no complaints, but I knew I had to do this video. But and I also have a commitment around my physical exercise. And so even though I woke up later than I normally do, I just let the day evolve the way that it needed to. I did not insist that the day is anything other than what it was. So the thing that I want to share with you is be sure that you are sharing things that that people will want to hear. Maybe somebody doesn't want to hear like, oh, how did your day go? But what did you take on that was hard, that you broke through, that you achieved it? You see what I'm saying? Like I woke up late. I was really feeling a little kind of like mellow, but I knew I had to do these exercises. So I just said, let me push through the not feeling like it mode and just go for it. So if nothing more, you can talk about how to go for it, how to go for it when you don't feel like it. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of great content you can talk about. And so when I was just doing those exercises, I was like inviting myself, like, this is something for you. So enjoy it while you're here. And I did. I enjoyed it. So you could talk about like what your day went, what your day was like. You could talk about like maybe what challenge you may have faced. Another thing that I did today, I thought was pretty interesting, is that I created a grocery list. I need a grocery list because I'm doing different meal plans. So I just created a grocery list. I said, I'm just going to go and create this grocery list so that I can go and pick up a few things. All right. So why would somebody be interested in that? You know why somebody would be interested in that? Because somebody somewhere does not feel like going to the grocery store and trying to figure out what they need. So one of the things that you can do is go to Chat GPT and says, hey, I want to create some meals for the week, create a menu and create a grocery list that's what I did. That's what I did. And so that's another thing. You can give tips. You can give tips for the day, So like I said, there's a lot of things that you can do that will really, truly inspire people to want to listen to you. There's a lot of things you can talk about, rather, that people will be interested in, and hearing from you. So just be sure that you are creating content on a consistent basis. I don't have a plan like that. I can't say do this, do that, do this and that, because like I said before, I'm testing out the ideas myself. So what I plan to do is just do 30 days of a video every day and see what comes out of that. Then I'll determine whether or not I'm going to go do 2 videos a week, or whether I'm going to do 1 video a week. I'll figure it all out. But in the meantime and in between time, I'm just going to do all that I can do while I can. So with that being said, Here's to a wonderful day, a wonderful weekend. Here's to, well, it's kind of evening where I am, but here's to building out your YouTube channel. Create great content. You can look at what's trending, what makes you come alive, what makes you passionate, how your day went, what challenges you faced, and how you got through them. So many content. If you are like to cook and you want to cook, you could do some cooking videos. I don't know what, I'm not trying to tell you what to do, and I'm not saying do this or do that. I'm just saying what feels good in your heart, that's what you do, but pay attention to what is trending too, because that plays a role as well. Well, listen, that's what I have to share with you today. Have yourself the most amazing weekend, and if you just so happen to get on YouTube tomorrow and see my video in your feed, be sure to stop by and say hi. And if this has inspired you in any kind of way, have been helpful to you in any kind of way, would you please consider subscribing to my channel and giving me a thumbs up, and leave a comment. And even if your comment says, hey, I'm going to start this journey and here's some of the things that I'm going to write about, or here's some things that I'm going to build my content around. All right, have a good night and a great weekend, and I'll see you on tomorrow. Bye now.